Okay, time to take another little trip around the fish room. These are a few males that are sitting here waiting. This is a tank that, as you can probably see back there, cracked after I put it in. And Malarai. I'm trying to use my iPad this time, so the zoom is a little different. Malarai. That one's empty. Ruby red. Ruby red. Another Chalumba hiding in the back. I've got a bunch of tanks running. Some with fry in it, some with males in it, waiting for the big fish deal. As I stated last time. Once I get these bales out of here, then I will go ahead and populate the tanks a little bit. If our albino's getting beat up a little bit, we have to move him. This is some grow outs. Can't see the male. He's hiding again. Jello. I picked those up last year on the Big Fish Deal group buy with Dave's Rare Aquarium Fish. Some albino Eurekas. Showed these guys before. More Malarai. Looks like there's quite a few males in there I can pull. There's a couple holding females in there. This is just a grow out tank. Another tank of albino Eurekas. These don't look quite as nice because of the light that's on them. These have LEDs on rather than the fluorescent. With the fluorescent, I can get the proper spectrum that really shows them off. You know, sort of like coming over to this guy. Like I said, it looks a little bit different. Same fish, different light. Grow out Chalumba. I don't think yep, there he is. Thought I saw a male in there. It's colored up. And some more of the ruby reds. A couple males in that tank. Maybe 3 or 4. This is some red empress that I pulled out. There's maybe going to be a male there. Empty 40-gallon I just put in. Probably move these guys to that tank in a day or so. I'm going to put a few rocks in there and give him a place to play around. And we looked at this a little bit ago. There, I saw him. And we come up, some more males. Just waiting to clear out so that I can start breeding and start playing with them again. They've got a little bit of algae growth in there, and they're not happy with me walking around with this thing. This one's really got a little bit of algae in there. And for the heck of it, I did pull a few albino females earlier today that we're holding. Here again, they're not happy with me walking around with this camera or iPad. So far, I've got this number of tanks in that I just showed you. The whole back wall is still blank. That will change eventually. I also need to add some more tanks on this side on the top. Dehumidifier, I don't know. The room's so tight there isn't really a better place to put it. But at least now it's plumbed right into my drains, so I don't have to keep unloading this thing or emptying the thing like I've done in the past. Like I said, you can't zoom out too well with the iPad. But I mean, the fish room's starting to look good. The rest of the house, not so much. See, trash, more tanks, more fish. My temporary housing area is looking a little rough, algae ridden, but most of the fish are out of there now. Those of you who know me know I love to have all my stuff organized. Well, that's not very organized, is it? That's a mess. Well, it's going to have to get straightened out soon because the big fish deal's in just a couple weeks, and there's all my stuff to take to the show in those bins behind there. And of course, my bags, the tanks that I sell out of, all that are sitting here completely covered by all the construction stuff. So, yeah, eventually I'll get there. I still have a lot more tanks to drill, valves to put in. Once we get the back section done. And of course, I still have a lot of old tanks sitting around. I also have some cracked tins, if anybody wants some cracked tins from me drilling. But like I said, there's an old tank back, a couple tanks there, a bunch of tanks sitting there. And of course, like I said, the other side of the fish room, or the other side of the basement, I mean, has all the old tanks over here that all are going to need to go. So, get rid of those here soon, I hope. Here's my Malarai male. And of course, some more grow out down here and over here with the algae. Anyway, there's where we stand.